Look up at the night sky. What do you see? You might spot the moon, a familiar silent companion on its endless journey. You might see the distant sparkle of planets, Venus, Mars. If you are lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of a fast-moving light, a human-made star crossing the darkness. For decades, that moving light was likely the International Space Station, a symbol of global cooperation. But now, there is another bright object arcing across the heavens. It is a new home for humanity among the stars, a testament to the ambition of a nation. This is Tiangong, China's very own space station. Tiangong means celestial palace. The name itself is full of wonder and history, echoing ancient Chinese myths of a home in the sky. This is not just a collection of metal and wires orbiting our planet. It is a bold statement. China, a country with a long and rich history of looking at the stars, has now built its own palace among them. This orbiting laboratory is a place of science, discovery, and human presence. It marks a new chapter in our species' great adventure into the cosmos, a story that is just beginning to unfold for all of us to witness. The story of Tiangong does not begin with a single rocket launch. It begins much earlier, in an era defined by the titanic struggle for supremacy between two superpowers. As the United States and the Soviet Union raced for the heavens, China watched from the sidelines, determined not to be left behind. The ambition was forged in a crucible of national pride and a deep-seated desire for self-reliance. This was not just about science, it was about securing a place among the world's leading nations. That journey began in earnest in 1970, with the launch of its first satellite, Dongfang Hongwurst, or the East is Red Eye. China announced its arrival on the cosmic stage. For weeks, its transmitter broadcast a patriotic song, a message heard around the world. It was a simple first step, but a profoundly important declaration of intent, achieved through indigenous innovation and sheer will. That success sparked a new, even bolder dream, not just sending objects into space, but people. An early clandestine program in the 1970s, codenamed Shuguang, aimed for just that. Though it was ultimately cancelled due to economic and political turmoil, the dream never died. It simply waited for the right moment, for technology and national resolve to align. To reach the stars, China first needed its own ride. It developed its own family of rockets, aptly named Long March, a title evoking a legendary journey of perseverance in Chinese history. These rockets became the workhorses of the program, building experience, reliability, and national confidence with every mission. This independent launch capability was the non-negotiable foundation upon which all future ambitions would be built. That moment arrived in 1992. China made a monumental decision. A formal plan, Project 921, was approved to put a human in space and eventually to build a permanent space station. The project was laid out in 3 distinct phases, a clear and methodical roadmap to the stars. Phase 1, achieve human spaceflight. Phase 2, master critical technologies like spacewalking and orbital docking with a temporary space lab. Phase 3, assemble a large, permanent, multi-module space station. The first major triumph came on October 15, 2003. Taikonaut Yang Liwei blasted off aboard Shenzhou 5. For 21 hours he orbited the Earth 14 times, a solitary pioneer in a small capsule. He became the first Chinese citizen to see the planet from orbit, and with his safe return, China joined the exclusive club of nations with independent human spaceflight capabilities, a feat previously accomplished only by Russia and the United States. Before China could build its grand celestial palace, it needed to practice. Tiangong 1, the first prototype, launched in 2011. It was a target for mastering the complex arts of rendezvous and docking. Shenzhou 9 in 2012, which included Liu Yang, China's first female taikonaut, docked and stayed for over a week. Tiangong 2 followed in 2016. A more advanced lab, it tested regenerative life support and in-orbit refueling. The Shenzhou 11 mission sent 2 taikonauts for 30 days, a new Chinese duration record, proving that taikonauts could live and work productively for extended periods, providing vital data. These stepping stones successfully tested every key technology: automated docking, life support, robotic arm operations, and in-orbit refueling. With these hard-won lessons, China was ready. The story of the Tiangong space station began on April 29, 2021. Aboard China's most powerful rocket, the Long March 5B, was the culmination of a 30-year national endeavor. This single, crucial launch carried the very heart of the station, the Tianhe core module. Its name, Harmony of the Heavens, encapsulates its purpose, to be the central pillar of this new orbital outpost. Stretching nearly 17 meters long, Tianhe is the station's command center, housing the critical systems for power, propulsion and life support. It provides the primary living quarters for 3 Taikonauts, complete with a galley and individual sleeping berths. Its multiple docking ports stand ready, like open arms, waiting for the arrival of future modules and visiting spacecraft, forming the backbone of the entire structure. Just weeks later, on June 17, 2021, the station received its first residents. The Shenzhou 12 spacecraft, carrying Commander Ni Haisheng and crewmates Liu Boming and Tang Hongbo, flawlessly docked with Tianhe. This marked China's first crewed mission in nearly 5 years. As the hatch opened and the 3 Taikonauts floated into their new home, they became the inaugural crew of Tiangong, pioneers tasked with bringing the station to life. A major highlight of their 90-day mission was conducting the first spacewalks outside the new station. Clad in their next-generation Feitian spacesuits, the Taikonauts spent hours working in the vacuum of space. They installed a panoramic camera and tested the station's large robotic arm, meticulously checking out the new hardware. These successful EVAs were a critical milestone, proving that crews could work effectively and safely outside to build and maintain their orbital home. In 2022, Tiangong grew significantly with the arrival of 2 dedicated laboratory modules. The first, Wentian, or Quest for the Heavens, docked in July. This massive addition dramatically expanded the station's research capacity, providing state-of-the-art facilities for life sciences and biotechnology. Wentian is also a versatile multitasker, equipped with its own airlock for spacewalks and backup control systems for the station. The station's primary assembly was completed in October 2022, with the arrival of the Mengtian module, Dreaming of the Heavens. In a remarkable feat of orbital robotics, the station's large robotic arm grappled the module and pivoted it into its final position, completing Tiangong's iconic T-shape. Mengtian is a dedicated workshop for microgravity science, from fluid physics to material science, and holds one of the most precise atomic clocks ever sent to space. But what is daily life actually like? Imagine your alarm clock is not a sound, but a gentle change in the lighting, a simulated sunrise to keep your body clock in sync. You are weightless, floating out of your private sleeping cabin. This is the morning routine for the Taikonauts aboard Tiangong. With over 120 different dishes on the menu, meals are a carefully planned link to home and culture. A crucial part of the day is exercise. Each Taikonaut spends about 2 hours strapped to a treadmill or using a resistive exercise device. This rigorous routine is non-negotiable. It's the only way to fight the severe muscle atrophy and bone density loss that occurs in zero gravity. The rest of the day is a packed schedule of scientific experiments and station maintenance, but there is downtime for video calls with family, and perhaps the most cherished activity of all, simply looking out the window, capturing the breathtaking beauty of our planet. For over 2 decades, the International Space Station, or ISS, has been the sole human outpost in low Earth orbit, a testament to what 16 nations can achieve together. In stark contrast, Tiangong was born from exclusion. Unable to join the ISS partnership, China went it alone. The ISS is enormous, a sprawling orbital city. Tiangong is more modest, roughly 1/5 the size, but incorporates more modern technology. Its solar arrays use more efficient cells, and its internal systems, life support, communications, and computing, are state-of-the-art. The International Space Station is scheduled to be deorbited around 2030. After that, Tiangong could become the only government-operated space station in orbit. China has opened the doors of its celestial palace, partnering with the United Nations to invite scientists from all countries to fly experiments on Tiangong. This initiative provides a unique opportunity for countries without their own space programs to conduct research in orbit. This new approach also extends to astronauts. China has signaled its willingness to host international astronauts on Tiangong in the future. The Celestial Palace, once a symbol of China's solitary path, is now becoming a global stage, inviting the world to join in the next chapter of our journey to the stars. The missions to Tiangong have been a series of remarkable human achievements. The first ever crew handover was a pivotal moment, a complex orbital ballet that transformed the station into a permanently inhabited human settlement in the cosmos. This marked the beginning of China's continuous human presence in space, a logistical feat proving the program's ability to sustain long-term operations far from Earth. But for all its accomplishments, Tiangong is not the final destination. It is a crucial stepping stone, an orbital base camp for grander voyages. Here, in the relative safety of low Earth orbit, China is mastering the art of living and working in space. It's a laboratory for perfecting life support systems critical for long journeys, and a training ground where Taikonauts prepare for the physical and psychological rigors of deep space. The experience gained is directly applicable to the next great challenge, returning humans to the moon. China plans to land Taikonauts on the lunar surface before this decade ends. The complex rendezvous and docking maneuvers perfected with Tiangong are the same skills needed to link a crew capsule with a lunar lander. The spacewalking expertise honed while assembling the station will be essential for exploring the moon's surface. The lunar landing itself is part of an even grander vision, the International Lunar Research Station. Proposed in partnership with Russia and open to all interested nations, the ILRS represents a new model for collaborative space exploration. This project envisions a complex of robotic and eventually crewed facilities at the lunar South Pole, a region rich in water ice, a vital resource for breathable air and future rocket fuel. Beyond the moon, the red planet Mars beckons. The successful Tianwen-1 mission, which placed an orbiter, lander and rover at Mars in a single attempt, demonstrated China's capability in deep space exploration. But a crewed mission to Mars is an undertaking of a different magnitude, where the journey alone could take years. This is where Tiangong's role becomes indispensable. The lessons learned from long-duration missions, studying the effects of radiation, microgravity and isolation on the human body and mind, are essential for planning a safe crewed mission to Mars. Tiangong is our Earth-orbiting proxy for the long voyage, the only place to test countermeasures that will keep astronauts healthy on their way to another world. Tiangong provides the crucial orbital infrastructure, a workshop in the void where new technologies can be tested and large interplanetary spacecraft could one day be assembled. It is the foundation upon which all future exploration rests. So the next time you look up at the night sky and see a steady, bright light gliding silently across the darkness, you will know its story. You'll see more than just a satellite. You'll see the celestial palace, a home for humans among the stars. It is a beacon of scientific wonder and a promise of the incredible journeys yet to come. The story of Tiangong is ultimately a human story of persistence, ingenuity, and the unyielding desire to explore. It reminds us that with courage, vision, and a deep sense of curiosity, there are no limits to what we can achieve. The palace in the sky is not an ending, but a magnificent new beginning.